G fam, what it could be, what it should be. It's your boy Easy G back there with another WWE 2K24 Road to WrestleMania. And as you guys can see, we are in 2015. Security won't protect you. Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins, March 29th, 2015, WrestleMania 31. Attacked and put out of action by Seth Rollins and the Authority. Randy Orton is out for revenge. An unhinged viper is never a good thing. Seth Rollins may find out that he's ready to strike at any angle. If you guys have been liking what you've been seeing so far, make sure you guys please like, comment, and subscribe. We only got a couple more left until the end of the series. So yeah, we're gonna dive straight into it. Without further ado, like what we normally say, let's dive straight into it. Let's go. Now, as you guys can see, we are using the Viper, his first appearance in the showcase, which to me was very underwhelming. As you guys seen previously, we just dealt with Brock Lesnar. I believe we're dealing with another Brock match after this. But yeah, I was very disappointed to know this is the one appearance Randy Orton has in the entire showcase. I think of WrestleMania and I think of a lot of Randy Orton matches, and knowing the DLC that these guys were dropping, I was hoping in some way, in some fashion, that we would get at least 2 to 3 WrestleMania matches with Randy Orton. I could name 3 off the top of my head as of right now. To me, I definitely feel like if you want to include this one, you can.
Orton and Rollins struggled early to take command of the match. It was Orton, though, who'd make the next mistake. Chasing Rollins around the ringside area and back in, where Rollins set him up for a devastating hot shot on the ropes. Just like that, Rollins had neutralized Orton's offense and looked ready to pour it on further. What adjustments would Orton have to make now that his RKO had failed him? And would he be able to make them in the moment against Rollins?
Sorry about that. I was getting interrupted, but back to what I was saying. I feel like you could have did the triple threat with John Cena and Triple H at WrestleMania for sure. Like, that was one of them ones, like, I'm thinking of, like, without a question you could have done. In my eyes, I would have loved to seen Randy Orton versus CM Punk. We don't have that arena. I can't remember if that's WrestleMania 20, what is that, 27, 26? It's one of those WrestleManias. You could have done those two. I would have for sure loved either one, to be honest. There's just a couple of them, like, to think WrestleMania and not have the matches with Randy Orton that you would have thought would have been in it. It kind of bothers me. Like, out of all matches, out of all recent WrestleManias, not saying the last couple years, like the last 10 years, I'm saying more of like, they went so far back to say that you couldn't put a Randy Orton match in there, at least more than one. To me, this is more of a Seth Rollins part of the showcase than it ever is Randy Orton. And the only reason I feel like they put this match in is because he was in a sense, 2 matches for that one night. And it bothers me because I feel like Randy Orton definitely had way more to put on for this showcase, and to know that he's not in it kind of bothers me, to say the least.
Orton wanted to try for another RKO, knowing that the quick strike would be the end of Rollins whenever it hit.
But who knows? I'm probably coming at it from a sour way, like, but yeah, I just wanted to be brief with that, as far as like knowing that it's Randy Orton, and to think he only has one match. I honestly, when I seen the situation with Brock, knowing that, hey, they might have to change the cover, the first person I thought of in my head, because CM Punk wasn't exactly known for WrestleMania. I would have loved to see CM Punk on the cover, but we talking 40 years of WrestleMania. We thinking iconic matches, and I'm thinking main eventers. I'm thinking people who's like, in certain spots, certain eras, he's faced a couple of greats. And that's where you can add like the different guys and different, you know. It does bother me though that he only has one match. I'm gonna speak a little bit more on it on that last part, that last episode, but hopefully they can add something. Now, WrestleMania is a couple days away, I believe, from when you guys are going to be seeing it. So let me know how you guys are feeling about the main events for night 1, night 2. Who do you guys have winning? And currently, the Seth Rollins situation he's dealing with currently, you know, he's in a feud with the Bloodline. A very wishy-washy, I would say, feud in the sense of like, it was kind of forced. I believe they kind of did it because of the injury due to CM Punk. But it's like, he's kind of like what they're doing now. He's kind of paying attention more to the feud with the Bloodline more than he is his actual belt. So I don't know if that's going to hurt him in the forefront. But it definitely looks like the plan is to get that title off of Rollins and bring it on to Drew for that future feud of CM Punk and Drew. So I'm not sure, but to me, that's what it looks like. So let me know how you guys feel about it. To me personally, I feel like that title is going to come off of Seth Rollins. But as far as the main event, like there's two ways I see it. As far as who can win, night 1, rather Cody wins night 2 or loses night 2. I 1000% feel like Cody should take the pin night 1. The reason why I say that is he wins or lose. If the initial plan is for Cody to win, I still think he takes the pin night 1. Because you don't want Steph to take the pin knowing he's going to lose the title the next night. As far as Cody, if the plan is for him to win, I still think he eats the pin for the simple fact of you want all of Cody's fans to feel like there's no hope for them winning the next night, knowing the implications for the match, Bloodline rules. So I really feel like it's kind of cool to see what they're doing. I don't see Steph eating the pin. I definitely don't see Rock eating the pin between the two. And it just doesn't make any sense for Roman to eat the pin if you're going off the sense of he's going to lose the next night. Even if he wins the next night, you don't want to see him get pinned the night before. So the easier option to me, honestly, is Cody. Like, he makes the most sense to eat the pin. If you want to go off the winning angle, the ultimate underdog story. Everybody loves an underdog story. So why not just make the odds even harder in the sense of making it like he's going to lose that match night 1. So everything's on the table. It's just going to make it even more harder for him to overcome that story and end up winning. Now, I don't know what the help situation is going to look like. I'm pretty sure whatever happens between Jimmy and Jay in their match, Jay may help. I'm hearing some stories that John Cena and Stone Cold might be returning.
Orton had finally put Seth in a bad spot and backed into the corner, looking to deliver his infamous punt kick. Once again, Rollins took advantage of the distraction, ceasing all of Orton's pressure with a stomp. The same stomp that had taken Orton out of action for months.
That'll be cool. I don't know how that kind of lines up. It is kind of cool to see Rock back and doing what he's doing. So you could kind of see that, you know, revival of Stone Cold and The Rock. Then you got that John Cena and Rock, but then you also have John Cena and Roman. I believe for sure John Cena's coming back to WrestleMania. I don't know if it's more of a host job or he's coming back in a sense with the mindset of helping Cody. Now, as far as Stone Cold, that can be the test of time. It can happen. I don't think it's not going to happen. Not as much as the odds were previous years of Rock coming back. I definitely think Austin will be coming back. I just don't know in what way. If that's him being the host, if that's him actually helping dealing with the bloodline, I don't know. But it's definitely some interesting stories. I can't wait to see
Rollins would evade another attempt at the RKO as he had done throughout the match. But then, in a moment that will play in highlight reels forever, to stop Seth Rollins in his tracks.
Sorry about that, people. I have received a phone call, but as you guys can see, 17 out of 17. The one Randy Orton match that we did get during this, but we move on to the second Seth Rollins match that happened the same night. WrestleMoney in the Bank, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. March 29, 2015, WrestleMania 31. Roman Reigns earned the right to challenge Brock Lesnar with his win in the 2015 Royal Rumble match and feels his time has finally arrived. Brock Lesnar looks to show him there's levels to this game. And since it's WrestleMania, you have to always expect the unexpected because anything can happen. So without further ado, we're going to be diving straight into this second match. So, yeah, let's go.
One thing I remember vividly was that Lesnar didn't immediately go for the pin. Some people think it was respectful, you know, like Roman's not done yet. I saw it as Lesnar not wanting to let Reigns off the hook so easy. Brock Lesnar was out to humiliate Roman Reigns. He's hurt, so keep hurting him.
That match, night one, because I really want to see what's the main focus on who's going to eat the pin night one. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. Because it's like, if you make Steph eat the pin night one, does he lose night one? Or sorry, does he lose night two? Does he really take back-to-back L's in the sense of him being pinned? I don't know if they would bring Steph down that bad. I just don't know. So, yeah. Or the other scenario I could see, well, to be honest, the only person who's going to be able to pin Rock in any scenario, I feel like that's worthy enough between the three of them, is Roman. But the thing is, Roman is on his team. So I don't think Cody can do it. Cody, since this feud has started, Cody doesn't look like he has the upper hand with anything when it comes to Rock. And to be honest, Steph is not on his playing field, to be honest. Like, it's nothing Steph can do in that ring, I could feel like, that can hint with a successful win when it comes to Rock. As far as the mic, it depends. But I feel like the only person who could potentially pin him is on his team. It'll be dumb for Roman to get pinned night one, in my opinion. And then the thing with Steph is like, how bad do you want to sink him in this WrestleMania? Because it's like, if he takes the pin during this tag team match, In what scenario do you see the Bloodline not interfering in his championship match, rather CM Punk is there? Or, like, you get what I'm saying? It's like him taking the pin in the tag match and then him also taking the pin, losing the belt the next day. I just feel like that would be a big loss for Steph. I mean, yeah, you're still going to lose the match night one, but you weren't the person who got pinned. I don't know if that's really important in the sense of this scenario, because regardless, I just don't see Steph winning. So I don't know if him getting pinned both nights even really hurts. But I feel like as far as the storyline, I feel like it's better for Cody to get pinned, whether he wins or lose night one. Like, if you want to show the complete dominance of The Rock and Roman Reigns, united as one, to be the Bloodline, and you want Roman to retain, I still think he takes the pin both nights. Now, if you want Cody to win night two and take the belt, I still think he takes the pin, because it's just like, it's that, man, we about to come back and watch this shit tomorrow for Cody to lose. Even worse, because not only did he lose against Roman twice, but he lost to Roman twice at WrestleMania. It'll definitely do something. And that's why I don't believe, that's why it's so hard to say for me, as far as Roman losing, the problem you have with Roman losing is, can he hold that dominance as the tribal chief long enough for another WrestleMania run with The Rock? Because no matter what happens this WrestleMania, and that's the hard part about Cody winning this belt, because it's not even that. For certain people, I think it's like you want Cody to hurry up and finish his story so that you get to Rock and Roman. But the problem with that is, it's like, what made this run for Rock coming back so cool, which I don't think their rivalry should have started by the time Cody made that decision, and then bomb, they fight at WrestleMania.
It was going exactly how Brock Lesnar wanted it to go. Another F5 put his brash challenger down on the mat. Roman Reigns would give everyone a glimpse of what he had inside, somehow kicking out at 2. For the first time in the entire match, Brock Lesnar seemed at a loss as to what to do next. Would he just have to hit F5 after F5 until Roman stayed down? Everyone in the stadium thought Roman was done after that F5. He was showing us all exactly what he was made of, and it was clearly starting to frustrate a once supremely confident Brock Lesnar.
I think the feud should last longer, which it should, but it's like the name The Final Boss. It really was meant for Roman, for him to get that last guy. Because you think about it, like, if you sit down and really think about it, Roman's beat everybody in the business. They've been trying to get this Rock-Roman feud for years, and he couldn't. Rock couldn't pop up to WrestleMania due to his schedule. So if you really look at it, The Final Boss is really meant for Roman, to show he's beaten everybody in the business. So the only person I feel like that can take that mantle, but the problem with Rock is Rock doesn't stay long enough for feuds to really last. And with them doing this, it shows a commitment with Rock that he's going to be here at least a year.
With both Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns having taken serious amounts of damage to this point, what in the world could possibly stop Seth Rollins from completely stealing the show and the WWE World Heavyweight Championship?
And to me, that's kind of the problem in my eyes, because it's like, it's rumored to be that Rock is going to be working on a movie pretty much after WrestleMania. And knowing Roman's schedule, it's like, is Roman's schedule like that because he's getting paid the most, or because he has the belt and he doesn't have to face nobody week to week? So the thing is now, if after WrestleMania, the feud goes to Rock Roman, right? Depending on the scenario, if he keeps the title, if he doesn't keep the title, how long before you say to yourself, does Roman have to come on weekly now if he loses the belt due to Rock not being there enough? Because it's kind of gonna be like a Cena Rock issue. Like, they're gonna have to one's gonna have to do most of the shit talking in the ring, and the other guy's gonna have to do it on social media. Kind of what Rock is doing now. Rock is kind of known for the social media shit talking to an extent. So it's like, how does that work if both guys normally are not, like, they're not there? And Roman's mostly not there due to the competition that's there. Like, legit, Rock was supposed to be that guy that was supposed to beat Roman in the streak. In my belief, because it's like, everybody Roman beat, he gave him a one and done shot. You think about Cena. Cena came back, lost. Brock beat him for years until he became that guy, lost. Hasn't faced him since. You can make a case for Steph because technically it was a DQ, but at the same time, if you want to do that, then you got to think about other guys too. Like, but I mean, Steph is the one really, the only guy he hasn't beaten, but I believe he would have beaten him, to be honest. So it's just, it really, people got to ask that question, like, who really walks out with the belt? And mainly because it's like, yeah, you can do a lot of things with Cody. Like, I believe if you give Cody the belt, I think eventually there's going to be a feud with Randy and Cody. Randy eventually wins it, and then you can kind of do something with Cena to break the record. I don't know if Randy's like tied up with them as far as the record, or he's like a probably one behind tying the record. I don't know what it is, but I can see situations like that. But yeah, man, we'll definitely talk about it another day.
Rollins had crashed the party, but he wasn't looking to stay long.
I'm sorry, y'all boys. I had to end the story or the conversation short, I should say. See what I did right there? But yeah, man, we finished those. Then we head on to, I believe, the triple threat match. Again, not a match I enjoyed. I don't know if it was the arena, the aesthetics, or because it's people who do submissions in this match. But without further ado, it's your boy Easy G signing out. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.